Yes, people, Arsenal with Ash here to preview our next home game in the Premier League. At home to West Ham, London derby, Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff. Um, and yeah, we need to keep this momentum going. It's the last game before the international break. Boo. Um, and yeah, we'll come up against a team that have beaten us in their last 2 visits to the Emirates. And it's a weird one with West Ham because in our last 2 visits to West Ham, I think 2 anyway, we've been smashing them. We've scored like 5 and 6. But at the Emirates, they seem to just be doing a job on us. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, like I said, last season we lost 2-0. But this is the game we need to win. We've just gone to Newcastle and had got a massive 3 points. We've won in the week against Olympiacos. We have to end the week on a high. And these are the games that last season we had issues with. West Ham at home. This is our run of games in the next few weeks. West Ham at home, we lost last season. Fulham away, we drew last season. Palace at home, we drew last season. I think there's another one in there as well. Is it Villa? I can't remember. But those are the games that we've got coming up, and those are the games on paper should be helping us out in terms of gaining ground on Liverpool and maybe even taking a lead in the race for the title, because they've got tougher games coming up in their next 5 or 6 games. They've got to go to Chelsea away at the weekend. They've got United coming. As bad as United are, that's always going to be a tough game. And they've got City away on the way as well. So this is a real opportunity for us to gain some ground and even take some ground, take off. So yeah, we have to win this game. We actually really, really have to win this game. And it's going to be tougher than the game looked like a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, they've got a change of manager. Graham Potter's gone out the door. He's had a poor time with West Ham. And they've brought in Nuno, who was obviously at Forest previously. And it's funny because West Ham's only win this season was against Nuno's Forest away, 3-0. And then their only other point was on the weekend away at their old manager, David Moyes. So it's going to be a tough one. Obviously, like I said, he got off to a decent start Monday Night Football away at Everton. And he's a manager that's they're not going to come to play football. They're going to come and sit and try and counter. And they've got a man up top here. He needs a bit more respect on his name, Jared Bowen. Because this guy, no matter how bad West Ham are, this guy always finds the back of the net. Always. I don't know how he does it, but he's always doing it, and he is going to be a threat. If there's one player West Ham fans could put their house on to score at the weekend, it's him, because he's just a threat non-stop. So yeah, we've got to watch out for him. Obviously, Paqueta is a decent footballer as well. They've got Somerville in there. They've got Fulkrug, who I like as well as a number 9. I don't know if he's going to play, but I think he's quite decent. And yeah, they've got workmen like midfield and like a Souček and Ward-Prowse. Defensively, they're not great. We will create chances in this game, and it's about putting it in the back of the net. This is where I'm looking to a Victor Gyökeres to find a way to win us these games. Because make no mistake about it, this game's going to be tough. If we can't get a goal within the first 15 minutes, if we go a goal down, don't expect an easy ride, because it's gonna be a tough game. But I'm looking at the likes of Gyökeres, I'm looking at Eze, I'm looking at Saka, I'm looking at Odegaard, our attacking players to be the difference and make chances and put them away. So yeah, we just have to be switched on in this game, play our football. We're gonna get 80% of the ball most likely. So we've got to make sure we're circulating it well. They're gonna sit everyone behind the ball, so we can't but we can play our game, but we can't play it in the way where we're slow and laboured and just playing it in front of them side to side, because that's what they want. They want that. So we've got to make sure we're playing passes through the line, we're taking a bit of risk, making things happen. And obviously set pieces are going to be a big thing as well. I think I remember earlier this season against Chelsea, they conceded, I think, a couple of goals from set pieces, and Chelsea smashed them that day. So that's one of our strongest points. So we have to lean on that. So yeah, I think we've got a great chance in this game, but it's going to be tricky, and we know from seasons gone by, that they've come here and taken points from us, and their fans are going to really want that, because when we signed Declan Rice, for some reason a rivalry came up from that. But yeah, let's put them to bed. Go to the international break, hopefully top of the league, because if we win that game, we play before Liverpool. Liverpool play on a Sunday. we can go, they can start that game second in the league. And as much as it's early in the season, there's a psychological impact of going to Stamford Bridge when you've just lost your lead at the top of the Premier League. It's not a great place to go. It's not. And then they're off the back of 2 defeats as well. So yeah, if we can put that pressure on them, I am convinced they don't win that game. So yeah, let's see what happens. But it's going to be a tough game. We have to do our job and focus on ourselves. In terms of the predicted lineup, David Raya will stay in goal. And we'll be looking for another clean sheet. He's been fantastic so far this season. Saved us in terms of a clean sheet in midweek against Olympiacos as well. So big him up. But yeah, David Raya in goal. Timber coming back in at right back. Saliba and Gabriel at centre back, and Calafiori coming back in at left back. That's the first choice. Back 4 at the moment. And then in midfield, Zubimendi, Rice back in for Marino. I'm starting Odegaard. Obviously we had Eze start there against Newcastle, but I'm putting Odegaard back in there, especially off the back of his Olympiacos performance, who was brilliant. And then in the front 3, Eze in for Trossard on the left-hand side, Gyökeres obviously up top, and Saka in for Martinelli on the right-hand side. And I think that is our best 11 at this moment in time. I think that's the best team we can put out there. So yeah, that team has more than enough to win this game. More than enough. And I'm sure Arteta's going to set them up in the right way. They're going to know that it's going to be tough at times. But if we can get an early goal, we might be able to take off. But if not, we're going to have to be patient, play our football, and the goals will come. But yeah, I'm going to predict a 3-1 victory. I'm going to go with Gyökeres to get a couple. And I'm going to go with Eze to get a goal. So 2 Gyökeres goals and Eze goal. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know who you think is going to score in this game. Your score predictions. Any danger men from West Ham you're concerned about. And yeah, hopefully we do the job, man. We'll put that pressure on Liverpool. But yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell for notifications when I upload. And I'll see you soon.